Hi, my name is Carl Schlicht, and I will be demonstrating how to perform a back tuck today. And today I have 6 people with me. Okay, now I want to briefly explain the benefits of learning a back tuck. First off is fitness, as well as power and strength performing this skill. I'm just going to review a little history of how I know how to do this skill. I was a gymnast for 8 years. Basically, a backflip is second nature to me. It's like walking. And so overall, the skill is going to include a couple different key forms and positions that you're going to need to learn. First is the position, and then second will be the arms, and then takeoff, the rotation form, the judgment, and then the landing. Okay? First, we will be doing the form, or the position, I'm sorry. The position will be where you're going to have a nice knee bend, and that knee bend is just going to have the arms straight out in front of you, and that's the position. That's the very key, because that's going to get you into the backflip and how to start it and everything. The second is going to be the arms back, where you want to have your arms not all the way back, but a decent amount back. And what that will do is that's going to generate the speed that you need for the takeoff, which is the next part of the skill. The takeoff is very important. What you're going to do is you're going to have your arms back and you're going to swing as hard as you can, and you want to go straight up. What a lot of people don't realize is that they go backwards with the arms. You don't want to go backwards. You want to go straight up into the air. It's totally fine if you land in the same spot. That's actually good when doing a backflip, because the whole point is going up, not going backwards. Next step will be the form or rotation. That is when you're in the air, you're going to be wanting to you have two options. You're going to want to keep your hands either to your knees or on your hamstrings behind the thigh. And what you're going to do is you want to pull that to your chest as tight as possible. And what that's going to do is that's going to increase the rotation speed, which is going to help your body rotate 360 degrees around in a single flip. Okay, next is going to be the judgment, which I call. The judgment is where you'll be able to see the ground. You'll be able to see the ground, and where you can either take your hands off, and then you'll be able to tell, when it's appropriate to take your hands off so you can land, which is the last step. The landing is very key. The landing is when you will be having a nice knee bend again, which is very important, because then you don't want to land with locked knees, because that's what causes injury. So you want to have a nice knee bend at that. So that's basically the main steps to the skill. Now I'll quickly demonstrate the skill. So it's just like before. It's just the position, arms back, take off, rotate, judgment, and then land. Okay? Okay, so that's the backflip. Also, other variations of that same skill include the tuck, which I just did, which is the easiest. And then you have the pike, which is where you're going to have locked knees, straight legs, and where your hands are going to be at the back, so you have a pike position. The third, which is the hardest because it's the hardest to create rotation on, is going to be the layout, which is you're going to have a straight body. That you're going to need to produce a lot of hip motion, rotation in order to get around in one flip. And yeah, so overall, the backflip, it may seem very simple. However, it is very complex in a way. You need to be able to know the position, have good arm movement going up, being able to tuck firmly, pulling yourself around, and then you're going to have to be able to judge your landing, and then open up, and then be able to land. Okay? And so basically, I'm going to demonstrate one more time just how to do it. So here we go. And so that's that. So I want to make sure, remember the most important part is the landing, is when you're going to want to have a nice knee bend, because landing with locked legs causes injury, and that's very bad. Okay, and that is the demonstration on how to do a backflip, and I want to thank everyone that was with me. Thank you.